Okay, so hello everyone, I am Akash and this is an HTML crash course. So in this course, I'm going to get you started with HTML, basics of HTML, and in this course you'll just get an idea of what HTML is and you'll be able to get started with it. So the motto of this crash course is that, and if you want to learn more advanced stuff about HTML and CSS and PHP, then I have a course on udemy.com which link I'm going to give in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And so let's get started with this course. So let's start with what is HTML. So HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So it is a front-end language with which you can create a blueprint, or you can say a basic structure of the front end of your website. So let's create an HTML file. So I'm going to create an demo.html. Okay, so this is the demo.html file. So let me just create a folder and keep this into that. And there we go. So here I have this. So this is a demo.html file. So as you can see, the extension of this file is .html. So now I'm going to open it in Sublime Text. Okay, so in HTML we have different kinds of tags. So here let me just create a basic structure that you will need to follow in every single HTML file that you create. So let's start with HTML and this. So this is called as an HTML tag. So here we have a starting tag and an ending tag. So an ending tag consists of a forward slash. So within this HTML tag we'll have one another tag, that is head tag. So here we have a head tag. Now in this head tag we'll have a title tag. So the title tag will contain the text that will appear in our browser's tab. So I'm going to write demo here, and beneath this head tag I'm going to specify a body tag. So in this body tag we'll write all the things, all the content that we want to display on to our browser. So let me just delete this. So this is what we can say a basic structure of an HTML document. So now let me just write something in this body tag. Okay, so I have written hello world. Now let's execute this. That means let's open this in a browser. So yeah, as you can see here that hello world is printed onto our browser, and as you can also see that the tab contains this name demo that we specified here in the title element. So if I change it, say demo 1, and if I refresh this page, then as you can see this is changed to demo 1. So whatever we specify in this title element will be displayed here on this tab. Okay, so now let's see some of the tags. So before that I want to specify that without any content, this is called as HTML tag. So we have a starting tag and an ending tag. But if I write something here, the content, so this whole thing is called as an element. So the tag with some content is known as an HTML element. So now let's start off with some HTML tags. So first of all, let's start with the heading tag. So I have h1. This is the heading level 1 tag. I'm going to write hello and I'm going to save it. So let's refresh this. So yeah, as you can see, the hello world is the font of this hello world is big and bold. So we have the heading tags from level 1 to level 6, in which level 1 is the highest one with the largest text size, and the level 6 being the smallest one. So let me write h6 here, and same thing hello, and refresh. So as you can see here, it is displayed in much smaller size. So this is how you can use the heading tag. And then after we have paragraph tag. So we just have to specify P, press tab, and there it is, our paragraph tag. So if you want to specify any paragraph, then we can do that between these two P tags. So I'm going to just write something here. So hello everyone, welcome you to this crash course. Okay, so let's save this and refresh, and there we have this. So let me copy and paste it here, and let's run this again. So this is how you can use a paragraph tag. Okay, so next off we have anchor tag. So what anchor tag does is with anchor tag we can create a hyperlink. That means we have to just specify the path of some another page in the same website, or a URL of another website where we want to redirect the user when the user clicks on that link. So I'm going to specify here www.google.com, and I'm going to write here Google. So let's save this, and this thing that we have written inside this anchor tag, that is href. Now this is called as an attribute of this element. So anchor tag has this href where we have to specify the URL where we want to redirect the user, and then after this is the text that is going to be displayed. So here, as you can see, Google is written, and it is by default in blue color and with an underline. So if we click on this, then as you can see here, the URL of www.google.com is there, but google.com is not literally opened. So for that I have to write http://. Okay, so now this should work, and there we go. So we have google.com opened. So this is how you can redirect the user. So that's it for anchor tag. Then after we have image tag. So it is img. So here we have the src attribute, and we have to specify the URL of that image. So the image URL that we specify here will be fetched by this tag and will be displayed onto the web page. So let's first download an image, HTML. So I have this image, I'll cut it and paste it here. So here I have this HTML5 logo. So now I'm going to write the name of this logo here. So name of this logo is this .png. So I don't need to specify anything before this, as the image file and my HTML document both are in the same directory, so I don't have to specify anything here. So I'm just going to write this, save, and refresh this page. So as you can see here, this image is displayed here, and now if I want to set the width and height of this image, then I can do that right from here using the width attribute. So I'm going to specify 50 pixels, and then height also 50 pixels. So okay, as you can see, it is 50 by 50 pixel. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so as you can see here, so this is how you can display an image onto your HTML page. Okay, so then after if we want to create list in HTML, so we can do that by using list tags. So if you want to create an unordered list, then we can do that using ul tag. And so this is unordered list, and we'll write li, that means list item. So I'm going to write ABC and I'm going to paste it and write df. Okay, so let's run this. So as you can see here, ABC and DEF are written, and we have unordered list specified. So here it is a black filled circle. So if you want to change that black filled circle to, let's say, a hollow circle, then you just have to specify the type attribute, and you have to specify that here. So you have to write here circle. So as you can see here, we have a hollow circle now, and if you want a square, then you can have that as well. So this is an unordered list. So for ordered list, you have to specify this tag, that is OL, which means ordered list, and in that the li tag will be the same, and instead of specifying square in type, we can specify a number. So as you can see, we have these numbers which are going to be automatically incremented as we increase this li tag. So I've increased one, and as you can see, we have number 3. And if you want to specify alphabets, then you can do that as well. And if you want to specify a Roman number, then yeah, you can do that as well. So this is an ordered list. And then we have a description list, that is DL. So in this DL we have DT, that means description term, and we have DD. So in DT we have to specify word that we want to describe in this DD. So you can also specify any other word and specify a definition here, or you can display an image or an anchor tag or whatever you want. So it is a description list to describe something. So let's run this. So this is what it looks like. So we have this description term, and the thing that we have specified in this DD tag will be indented. So as you can see, we have some space here, and then it is being printed. So this is a description list. So these are the 3 different types of list in HTML. So next off we have the table tag. So with this table tag, we can create a table in HTML. Okay, so let me show you how you can do that. So we have to specify table. Then in this table tag, I'm going to write tr tag. So tr means table row, and in this tr tag, I'm going to specify td, that means table data. So this is considered as the column, and this is the row. So I'm going to specify name here, and then I'm going to specify another column as let's say age. So this is our first row. So if I want to add another row, then I'm going to just copy this and paste it here, and in the next row I'm going to write the data. So let's say Akash and age 19. Okay, so I have specified this two rows here with two columns. So let's run this. So as you can see here, we have name and age as our first row, and then in the second row we have these two values, Akash and 19. So as you can notice here that it doesn't seem like a table because we do not have any border here. So to get the border, we have to specify border attribute and keep it as 1 and refresh. So there you go, we have a border for our table. So by default the border is 0. So this is how you can create a table. Now the more rows you add here, the bigger the table will grow. So this is how you can create a table in HTML. Okay, so then after we have one tag as div tag. So div, now with this tag we can divide our web page into different parts, and we can have, let's say, a header part, then in this another div tag we can have a middle section where we can say the main body of our website or web page, and we have a footer. So this is how we can use the div tag to divide the page into different sections. So we can write class, we can use this class attribute, and with the help of what we have specified in this class attribute, that is header, we can use this in our CSS file to give this element a different style or look based on the fonts or the background. So it will just be applied to this particular division, and if we want to specify something different for our main part, the main section, then we can do that with this. And for footer also we can specify footer. So these all three div elements can have different CSS been applied based on the class name that is been specified here. So we can also use an ID and specify the name of this ID here. So we can use this also in our CSS file to specify whatever the style that we want for this div element. So this kind of thing was used till HTML4. Now in HTML5 we have semantic elements. So this is the simple element in HTML5. Semantic element is a new thing that has been introduced. So what a semantic element is, so it is just like all other elements but with a meaning to it. So we have a header element. So instead of specifying a div element with a class header, we can directly have an header tag where we can specify all the things that we want into the header part of our web page. So same as this, we can have a section tag where here we can specify all the things that we want in the middle section of our web page, and we can have a footer tag also. So as you can see here, the name itself will suggest what the tag is for. So instead of just writing div everywhere, if we use these semantic tags, then it is more readable. So these are the semantic tags, and there are more. If you want to know about them, then you can search them online, but these are the basic ones. Okay, so that's it for this course, and the main motive for this course was just to get you started with HTML in the fastest way possible. So I hope you liked it, and if you did, then click on that like button. And as I've said before, that if you want to know more advanced things about HTML, CSS, PHP, and if you want to know how to create a website and deploy it onto a server, then I have a course ready on udemy.com. The link for that I'm going to give in the description down below, so you can go there. And this link is with a special coupon code, so you will get the maximum discount on this course. So go check it out from the description down below. So that's it for this one. Thanks for watching.